Good morning, everyone. I'm Syd.
And I'm Macky.
That's Macky. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking, oh my god, we leave for Chile in 2 weeks. And while that is awesome, we are not ready. My parents are out of town for like the next week. They're taking advantage of us as dog sitters. So we are in charge of keeping these two numbnuts alive for a whole week. Hey Blitz, he's deaf. And then there's this one, Hallie. She's slightly less deaf. So these dogs are 17 and 12 respectively. We're really hoping that they don't go on a hunger strike because my mom's not here.
The main thing that we're really hoping to tie up is the fact that we have contracts from basically no sponsors at this point. Actually, that's not true. We have our Shimano contract, so that's good. Yeah, the rest of our sponsors, like, we've been in discussions with them. We're pretty sure we're getting contracts from them. We just don't have them yet.
Like, your biggest job as a sponsored athlete is to send emails to no one.
No, we send it to someone.
That's what it feels like. That's what it feels
true.
like. Is you just like send hundreds of emails into the ether and then you wait. And then you send some follow-ups and then eventually people get back to you and it's all okay. But this part is just not very fun.
This isn't that surprising. This kind of always happens every year. It's January and we're like, new year, like where are our contracts? And then we eventually get them and it's not a big deal. Along with contracts, we also are waiting on bicycles. And obviously this is kind of a big one because it's very hard to race without a bicycle. And our understanding is that our production Jamis bicycles are on the way.
From China.
From China. So hopefully we will have them in the next week or two, theoretically.
Which is cutting it close, so we're like a little nervous about that.
Cutting it a little close. Boats are slow, so as long as the boat doesn't capsize or something, which would really be a bummer, we should be okay.
We are going to the gym. First, you have to unplug the car. My parents have an electric car, which is awesome.
All right, what are we doing today?
Dumbbell bench press, invert row, front squats. I didn't even know what a glute ham raise is.
I wonder if they have one of those machines here. I think they do.
Is it not this thing right here? So we're trying to figure out how to do those glute things with the available Macky. Oh, bad idea. To leave the gym. Macky just got stuck in the door.
It happens.
So that's how we're feeling after that workout.
Yeah, more or less. We've had some people ask about the details of some of our workouts, and that's something that we include in the description on Patreon. So if that's something that you are into and want to know about, you can head over there and see all the details of what we did today.
Do you ever have one of those days where you're like really tired and hungry and you just went grocery shopping while you were hungry and you're like, I have to eat bacon and cheese. Do you have those days? Because we're having one of those days. And because we are grown adults, we're allowed to do whatever the heck we want. And today, that is making bacon, green chili mac and cheese.
Well, so far not doing so great on the getting logistics done, but killing it on the training.
So we are gonna go for a road ride. Basically the trails here are total soup. As you saw in our last vlog, we did get out for a quick mountain bike ride and then it rained for like 3 days straight again. Maybe by this weekend stuff will dry out. For the moment we're just on the road, which is actually really good for us. So we're gonna get really fit this winter from all the aerobic road miles.
Never quit. Talk it up from that mouth while I'm working and earning it. Start me
halfway through our ride. 1 hour, 12 miles. We're trying to make sure that we are gonna go the right direction to get back.
We could take Hawk to back behind Fox Lake.
Surf on fire. Come and watch me burn.
We have about 400 feet of elevation to gain between here and the house, so it might be hard to keep that 12 miles an hour average. This is where it's gonna get harder to keep our 12 miles an hour average, because we are definitely not doing 12 miles an hour right now. Do we make it?
Made it.
Yes.
We did. We
High five.
Even a little better.
Oh yeah? So fast!
We were gonna make a simple meal because we're tired, but then we, I don't know, forgot that we were gonna make something simple. Started out, we were just gonna make potatoes and burgers. And then I decided we needed some pesto from the Eat Train Adventure blog. We'll put a link in. It's so good, I'm addicted to this. And now Mackie's making apple blueberry crisp.
Yeah.
More, more.
More. Let's see how it looks. What do you want, Blitz?
Why are you begging?
I'm not begging.
Blitz. Every time you go to and from the kitchen, you have to step over Hallie. Oh, stepping over the dog. She does not care at all. How you doing? Yeah. Those sad eyes to the internet. No one feeds you at all, huh?
We've done a pretty good job on last night's apple blueberry
I had
crisp.
some for breakfast. Did you not have some for breakfast?
I had a little bit around breakfast time.
I knew it.
It's
Good
sort of
espresso
like
shot.
a half mug of espresso. Not really sure that counts
Not
as
really espresso. I was just reading about this actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because espresso this is like a steam coffee machine. It is really strong, but espresso technically like puts it up to a way higher pressure. That's why like the AeroPress is closer to an espresso, because you're actually like exerting pressure on it. Fun fact, so this is a Violetti mocha pot, and Mr. Violetti was Italian, obviously. When he died, he actually got buried in a coffin that looked like a mocha pot.
That is really weird.
Read that. Read a really great article about mocha pots. I can put a link to it in the description if anyone else is like as big of a nerd about coffee as me. But yes, he got buried in a giant mocha pot. Today is a rest day, so we actually can get some of these things that we need to get done. We're gonna go up and check out a new bike case that someone sent us and wanted us to try out. Mostly we need to confirm that our bikes will actually fit in it, because if they won't, not a whole lot of point in using them. Got it. We got new bike bags.
Yeah, these are the
Pretty excited about.
Ultix Jupiter EX. And they basically sent us an email and asked us if we wanted to try out the bags, and we were like, yes, sure we do.
We've been using the Shimano bags before, which really like the way they pack, but the wheels have all died. Okay.
Let's see it.
See what we got.
Oh, good wheels. Here, show off the wheels. Oh yeah, solid wheels. Oh, that's
put my
cool.
name on it.
No way!
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, awesome.
Did you see these? Did you know they had these?
Yes. Do you know what they are?
They're inflatable packaging things.
Yes.
This was supposed to be our invention, guys. No, seriously, Mackie and I thought up this idea like in 2012.
It's true.
Maybe it was like 2013. I don't know. We were like, you know what would be the best is a bike case that's entirely inflatable. And this isn't entirely inflatable, but all the packaging is inflatable.
Which is really cool.
Just worried it's gonna be too heavy with our heavy bikes.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll have to find out.
At least they have a scale.
So this is the built-in scale on the handle. So you like lock it closed, then pull it up. It just takes a little battery. And then this is Nut Find 3, which allows you to like track stuff. So we'll have to look into that, and I think it requires a battery too. So
wheel that. Oh, these are nice.
Oh, those are
I like
internal
that
wheel. That's
better.
really nice. Ah, yes. No, little. What's a baby hat?
This case is really intense. This is pretty cool because you can basically go from a hard case to essentially a soft case.
So those are four rigid.
Right,
things
three
there.
rigid things,
Four.
and then sorry, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Syd can count.
And then you put the inflatable,
Which is right next to you there.
yeah. So you put this in.
Wow, that is really
Yeah,
impressive.
you put this in with that and that. Like your bike is gonna be really, really protected. Because we always overpack. We might either just do these and not do the rods, or one way or another, just to save some weight.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool that that's an option. The reason we're testing this out is because we have like the world's longest bikes, and we don't want to find out like when we're packing our bikes, like 6 hours before we have to get on an international flight. We don't want to find out then. This actually fits really nicely.
And then we'll take the handlebars off, which we always do anyway. And then these sides will just zip. It looks funny like this.
Ready to go!
All right, try out the scale. 50.51. It does fit, and we think it weighs, including wheels with airliners in them, 62. So it doesn't leave us a whole lot of extra for adding other things like we normally do, but that's also with all the protection, which we may or may not be including. And also, I look kind of like a weird, washed out, naked mole rat right now. See that?
I don't know what to tell you. It might be real.
It might be real, oh no. Now for the ultimate test, let's see how well it rolls, because that is a huge deal when you're going through an airport and you're like lugging your bag with you, especially when you have to go through customs. That's when we really got into it. You like show up in a country, you have to pick up your bag, you have to bring your bag through customs and then drop it off somewhere else, and we've had nightmares doing this, so we're gonna see how well it rolls. Good.
We're going to the pool.
Hooray!
We've been swimming like once a week. Kind of helps us add some training volume without, hurting ourselves with spending too many hours.
Just to add insult to injury, there's a bunch of people behind me over on the other part of the pool who are on the swim team and actually know what they're doing, unlike yours truly who has no idea what he's doing. So now I'm gonna look really bad. Our pool workouts aren't so much workouts as they are breathing exercises while swimming. Good job. So we do some just kind of standard laps to warm up and cool down, but most of the stuff is underwater breath holds or on the back kicking. So the focus is a lot more legs and breathing than it is actually swimming. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video where we get some exciting news and then head to Ray's indoor bike park in Cleveland.
Come here to be torture you. Terrible, terrible people. Oh my God. No, you don't think the trees are coming inside. There's a new room in town.